Guys, okay, we're gonna go ahead and get started. We're gonna start by jogging in place. Welcome to a stretch and recovery class. A couple minutes to warm our bodies up, feeling really good. Ooh, the internet might be going out a little bit. If it does, let me know. Okay, and I'll try to respond. I might not be able to. So then after this, we have like about a 12-minute workout where we're gonna focus on different parts of our body, spending 3 minutes on each. That's just 3 minutes. And this workout, guys, it's all about you and for you. So whatever feels good for you today, do that. So if it's ever getting a little too strenuous, take it down a notch. If you just wanna wait 15 minutes and then join in, feel free. I personally am gonna kind of do these workouts all the way out, right? And you can always take it down a pace, but we're gonna try to get a good workout in for those 15 minutes and then spend the last half hour getting our body nice and stretched. All right, you got 5, 4, 3, 1, stand still, bring those arms forward in front of you, open up to one side, bring it back, open up to the other side, bring it back, bring it back. Breathing in and out, side to side, opening up that chest, opening up those arms. Taking some deep breaths through your nose, out through your mouth. All right, you got 2 more, 1 more on each side. Bring it all the way down, open up those legs, slightly turn those toes in, bring your arm down, touch one toe, and then switch to the other. So you're getting a nice stretch in the backs of those legs. As you move side to side, breathe in and out. Keep it going for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull it all the way up. Gonna go ahead and take a big lunge forward. Reach all the way out and bend into that for a moment, then come back all the way up. Lunge forward. Really get that deep hip flexor stretch in and then pull up. Take another deep lunge. Stretch it out. Lift it up. Good. Take another lunge here. Deeply in it and then take it back up. Take another one. And reach it up. That's gonna be our last one. You're gonna come back to center. Keep those hands on those hips. We're just gonna open up those hip flexors, moving side to side. Breathe in and out. Just let those legs feel really good. Kind of start releasing that tension in your upper thighs. Just got a couple more here. Then we're gonna move into an arm workout. Again, it'll only last 3 minutes. Try to do what you can. Last second. All right, here we go. All the way down to the floor. We're gonna start with push-ups. So go ahead and take your arms right underneath your shoulders. You can do these on your toes or your knees. We're gonna start with 5 slow push-ups. Here you go. Take it down, 2, up, 2. Use those full 2 counts, 2, up. That's your second one. Down, 2. Pull in those abs. Down, 2. This is number 4. Just 1 more. Down, 2. Up, that's 5. Pull all the way back. Extend those arms out forward in front of you. Breathe in and out. We're going to do 5 more just like that. Pull all the way up. We're going to do 5 slow push-ups. Here we go. Take it down, 2, up. That's 1. Down and up. That's 2. Pull those abs in. Chin away from your chest. That's 3. Down, 2, up. 1 more. Down, 2, up. That's 5. Pull back, extend those arms out forward in front of you. And then you're going to come back up onto your arms, your hands and knees. You're going to start walking those arms out forward in front of you, just so that you're a little bit longer. And then you drop those elbows down, pull yourself up. Drop the elbows down, pull up. Down and up. Down and up. Try not to just completely collapse. Try to really control the movement. Breathe in and out for 4, 3, up, 2, last one. Take it down, take it up. Awesome. Pull it all the way up. We're going to switch around to the other side. Bring your feet forward in front of you. Take those hands back behind you. Lift yourself up, pull yourself back, and start with little tricep dips here. Breathe in and out. We're going to take one leg up and bring it over the other leg. You got 5, 4, 3, lift up. Take it down and lift the other one up. Set it down. You got 5, 4, 3, 2, lift it up. Take it down and you've got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it all the way down. Give those arms a little bit of a shake back and forth. And then we're gonna come back forward and end here with some push-ups. We're gonna do 2 sets. We're gonna do 10 on-tempo push-ups. Here we go. Take it down, up. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and we're gonna finish after this, 9, 10, take a bit of a break, and then you're gonna jump back up, 10 pulses at the bottom of your range, come down, you got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, lift it up, and push those arms forward in front of you. Really great. Okay, we're gonna come right into the side, we're gonna move into some leg work. So go ahead and take your leg that's under, stack your hips, fold that leg in half, come down onto your forearm, bring your arm onto your hip, and lift that leg up and up. So move it straight up from the side, as if there's a string pulling on that hip. Breathe in and out. You got 3, 2, hold all the way up. You're gonna do little circles forward, forward, forward. Start making those circles a little bit bigger. Now make them nice and big as you come all the way up and around. Try to keep those hips stacked the whole time you're doing this. Breathe in and out. You got it. Keep it up. You got 4, 3, 2, last one. Awesome. We're going to swivel around, go immediately over to the other side. Fold that under leg. Bring your hands down, stack those hips. You can have your hand on your hip or on the floor and start reaching up, up, up. Nice. Really good. Keep it good and steady. Keeping those hips nice and stacked. Looking good, feeling good. Breathe in and out. You got 5, 4, 3, 2, lift all the way up and circle forward. Starting with these small little circles, open up that chest, really draw energy up from the ground, pull yourself up, start making those circles a little bit bigger, and start making them really big, okay? All the way around. Nice, really good. Whew, it's quite a workout. All right, you got 4, 3, 2, last one. Awesome. We're gonna go ahead and come all the way up onto our knees. And here we're gonna sit up, bring your hips in, bring your hands into prayer, lean back and pull up. Nice. Lean back, pull up. Try to keep those abs engaged, those legs engaged, everything's engaged. Take it back, pull it up. Take it back, 4 more. You got 4, 3, last 2. All right, you're on your final one. Go ahead and take it back and lift it up. Awesome. Go ahead and give those legs just a little bit of a shake wherever you're at. We're gonna move on to some glute work. So you're gonna come all the way down, bring your legs forward in front of you, come down onto your back. We're gonna start by lifting one leg up and over one knee. Hands come down onto the floor. You're gonna lift up and press your glute at the top. Come down, lift and press, and press, and press. Good. Breathe as you pull those glutes up, 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 up. Nice. Pushing through. Again, these are really quick things, right? We're only doing these exercises for 3 minutes at a time, focusing on these different parts of our body, and then moving on to the next thing. 3 minutes, guys. That's basically a commercial break. You can push through that. Breathe in and out. You got 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Take it down, switch to the other leg, and you're gonna start lifting up and up. So hold those glutes up high, press together at the top, and up. Lift it up. Nice. So squeeze those glutes at the top. You don't actually need to make a full bridge. What you need to do here is focus on really gripping those glutes. So wherever you're at, focus on that squeeze part, okay? That's where you're getting a lot of that muscle work. If it comes from lifting up higher, that's great. If you only need to come about halfway to really get a good squeeze out of that, that's great too. Take a deep breath in and out. You have 3, 2, last one. Go ahead and bring it down. You're gonna take those both legs solidly on the ground. You're gonna lift yourself up and you're gonna butterfly those legs out and out. So here I do want you to focus on raising those glutes up as high as they can go and start picking up the pace here as you lift out, out, out. If you ever want to take this exercise to the next level, you can always grab an exercise band if you have one of those. So it's like an elastic, like a giant hair tie, okay? And push that all the way up around your legs until it reaches about halfway through your thighs. And then stretch it out here. Breathe in and out. You got 5, 4, 3, 2, hold here. Bring those hips up a little bit higher. And you're gonna lift one leg up and then the other leg up. So you're doing a march here. Keep those hips high and squeeze as you pull from one leg to the other. Squeeze those glutes. Every time the foot comes down, make sure you're giving yourself all that squeeze you can, okay? You only got 10 more seconds left in your glute workout, and then we move on to abs. Just a few more seconds. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Take it all the way down. Let's bring those legs in for just a moment, giving them a little bit of that sweet relief. And then we're gonna stay here on our back, bringing those legs up into tabletop, wrapping our hands around our head, pulling ourselves up. And we're gonna reach one leg out straight all the way and then switch to the other leg. And switch, 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 switch. Nice. Keep it up. Pull yourself up a little bit higher. You got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and hold. And you're gonna pulse that lower leg. Pull up your torso a little bit more. Squeeze those abs. Breathe in and out. You got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. You're gonna bring this leg up. You're gonna switch it for the other one and start pulsing this one down there at the bottom of your range. You've got less than 2 minutes left in your ab workout today. Then we move on to stretching. We just do that for the rest of the time. Breathe in and out. You've got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring both those legs up. You're gonna tap one down and the other. One, then the other. One, then the other. Breathe in and out. Pick up the pace a little bit. You've got less than a minute and a half. And touch, tap, 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 tap. You got 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Hold here. Bring those arms down to the ground, and you're gonna lift up into a reverse curl and bring it down. Up into a reverse, take it down. Up into a reverse, take it down. If you're like me, you can give your booty a little bit of extra support, to your lower back by pressing those hands right underneath where your glutes come down. This helps to slightly raise your pelvic tilt. Breathe in and out, come down, up and down. Now we're gonna add on, we're gonna straighten all the way up, straighten all the way out. And straighten, up and straighten, good, up and straighten. You're doing great. 3 and 2, take it out. Last one, come back to tabletop. Hands come around your head, and we're gonna pulse it up at the top of your range for these last 10 seconds. Breathe in and out. You're doing great. You got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pull it all the way down. Bring those legs in toward your chest. You are done with your workout portion for today. So take a deep breath in and out. Enjoy this moment. Congratulate yourself for what you were just able to accomplish. Start taking some deep breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth. Go ahead and release those legs. Let it fall forward in front of you. We're going to turn onto our stomach. Put your hands right underneath your shoulders and lift yourself up. Drop those shoulders down. Getting a stretch to start off with in your abs. Still letting that breath come down, calm down. We're going to go ahead and come up onto our hands and knees and fall back into a child's pose. Let's go ahead and start just by breathing here. While you do that, don't get distracted while I move the camera, sorry. Take some nice deep breaths here. Sitting all the way back on those feet. Whatever you've been holding on to during the day, whether it's pressure from work, pressure from life, pressure from family, relationship troubles, money troubles, whatever it might be that you're facing right now, know that you don't have to do any of that for the next half an hour. And while that's not your priority in this moment, go ahead and let yourself be fully present. Instead of worrying about those things that you're not going to or not going to be able to work on in this moment, go ahead and release that pressure and focus on being here and now. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Go ahead and come up onto your fingertips, elongating that stretch in your arms, armpits, your inner arm and your shoulders. Let the breath you're taking in and out really fill you up. It can be noisy while you exhale. You can sigh. Whatever it is that's feeling good for you in your body today. One more breath here. And then we're going to come up onto those knees. Reach those arms out forward in front of us and come into a puppy pose. So you're going to keep your booty right over your knees as you reach those arms out in front of you, letting your chest and shoulders drop down toward the ground. Press your palms, your forearms toward the earth. Your whole body is energized here. So even if you're on the ground, even if your parts of you are flat, let your whole body be active. Further drop those shoulders down. Taking a deep breath. And we're going to go ahead and take that right arm, first lift it up to the side and then string it in through the hole of your left arm. While you do this, go ahead and let your shoulder, your arm fully press down toward the ground while you peek through that little crevice in your arm. Take a deep breath. And go ahead and release. Take it all the way forward in front of you. Lift up the opposite arm. String it through that crevice while you press that arm down toward the earth. And press your forearm and palm also down toward the earth. Take another deep breath. Last time, go ahead and release. Bring both arms forward in front of you again, back into that puppy pose. One more time here. Go ahead and start walking those hands into onto the palms that you're on all fours. Your knees, hands are connected with the ground. We're going to go ahead and start here just with a neutral spine. Take a breath in and out. And then we're going to curve our back down, our belly toward the earth, and our chin up toward the sky. And as you exhale, I want you to pull that chin in toward your chest, reach that back up toward the sky, and switch, pulling your belly down, reaching your chin up. And go ahead and breathe out while you transition once again. Bring that chin toward your chest and reaching, arching that back up. Come back to a neutral position. And go ahead and tuck those toes under. Reach up into a downward dog. Spend a moment here, pedaling those feet out side to side. Maybe do both knees at once. Take some breaths in and out while you're here. And then start walking those hands in toward those feet. We're going to start by coming just a little bit up toward our knees, bring ourselves into a flat back position. Our hands just coming onto our shins right underneath our knees. Breathe here, and then drop back down to the ground. Go ahead and try to reach down. See how far you can go. You can keep a slight bend in your knees. You can straighten them up a little bit more. Always keep something enough of a bend so that you're not fully locking those knees. But if you want to feel what it is to come down, press those palms to the ground and your knees bend a little more graciously there, go ahead and do that. Whatever feels good for you today. If you want to just go ahead and challenge yourself to keep those legs less bent, you can do that too and just hang over these legs. Start shifting your weight from side to side. And then come back to center. Let both of those knees stay neutral. Bring your hands to your elbows and wave gently from side to side, rocking just a little bit. Let gravity do the work here, pulling you down further toward the earth. Last breath here. Drop those arms down. Start rolling up nice and gently until you come all the way up. Let those shoulders roll around and back. We're going to take a nice wide position here. Take those arms out to either side. Go ahead and reach up, breathe in, and exhale, breathe out. Reach up, breathe in, and exhale, breathe out. Bring those hands to your hips, and we're going to start here with coming into a flat back position. So go ahead and lean forward into this until your back gets nice and flat. Maybe give it a couple bends here, nothing super dramatic, but maybe just a little bit of a tilt from side to side. Feel out what's tight, feel out what parts of your body need some extra love today. Feel out what's feeling really good. Sometimes the greatest feeling is feeling sore because you know how hard you've worked. Finally, come back to a neutral position and slowly raise yourself up, keeping that back nice and straight. We're going to do another breath, so let those arms come down to your sides. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Arms come back towards your hips. We're going to do another flat back position, so we're going to pull forward once again, letting those hips shine toward the back of the room. Yeah, so good in those hamstrings. Go ahead and release those hands toward the ground, first in front of you, and then you have the option of walking them in closer toward your body, between your feet. Let your head hang down here. So whether you're further out, you're in more towards your feet, or you're even farther, pulling yourself in, you can wrap your hands around your ankles if you'd like. Give yourself a little bit of an extra pull here. Pull yourself in toward your body, or you can just stay neutral. Take a deep breath here. Start rolling those hands forward once again until they come forward in front of you. Bring those hands back to your hips and come into a flat back position, and then raise yourself up all the way once again. We're going to stay here for a moment, releasing those arms. Take them now in front of us and rotate them forward, pulling our back, arching it ever so slightly forward, arching those arms forward. And breathe here. One more breath. And release those arms and go ahead and tie them back behind your back. So fasten them. They can be fastened into like a square shape, or they can be directly palm against palm. Either way, really pull those shoulders back here. And then we're going to start coming down into a flat back pose. So first come into a flat back and then release and come all the way down, lifting those arms really up high overhead, getting that stretch in those back and shoulders. Breathe. I'm gonna go ahead and take one more breath here. And then start coming back into a flat back pose and then pull all the way up nice and slow. Release those hands. You're gonna go ahead and bring those feet together. Take a nice long lunge forward. So starting in a good long runner's lunge. Ooh, yeah. We're going to hold here. And then we're going to bring our hand onto our elbow is going to connect with our front knee. So same arm, same elbow on same knee. You're going to rotate that side foot out so that it's facing forward and it's perpendicular to your front foot. Reach your hand up over your head and draw closer toward the ground, opening up your chest, opening up your body to the side. Sink a little more deeply into this stretch. Breathe in and out. And then you're going to rotate, bring the arm forward in front of you. Shoulders are squared. And then bring that arm down. Arms down to either side of that leg. Adjust your back foot so that it's facing forward. And then you're going to come all the way down onto your knee and pull back into a hamstring stretch. So your back glute is going to stay right above your back knee. And you have the option here to move forward into your own version of the split stretch, which just takes your forward foot out further in front of you. Keep it nice and straight, that front leg. Prioritize keeping that straight as well as your hips as squared off as possible. Take another deep breath here. If you want to just stay in that hamstring stretch, that initial hamstring stretch, that's also perfect. Do what works best for your body today. Take one more breath here. And if you opted to move into a split stretch, go ahead and move back up into your hamstring stretch. Another breath. And then start rolling forward back onto that foot. And we're going to start walking that foot in toward our left hand. So right foot toward the left hand and sitting down into a long pigeon pose here. So you can start by holding yourself up, or you can come down onto your forearms, or you can sprawl all the way out in front of you. But we are going to spend a beat here, a moment here. Ooh, yeah. Take a deep breath in. Let your body further sink into this. This stretch is and can be very intense. If you need to use a yoga block or a pillow to help prop up your hips, feel free to do so. If you need to give yourself a little extra movement, maybe it's hard to stay in this kind of intensity for this long, you always have the option to pull yourself up for a moment and dip back in when you're ready. I encourage you to try just let go of any tension you're holding on to. Maybe you're still trying to hold your hips up really high. Maybe you're giving extra pressure in your hamstrings, in your quads, in order to maintain a position. Go ahead and try letting go little by little. One more breath in and out. And then start walking up toward your body. And from here, we're gonna stay seated. And you can stay right here. Otherwise, go ahead and lift up your back leg, reach around and grab it, and pull it in closer to the center of your body. You're getting here an added hip flexor stretch. Maybe this is a little intense for you today. Maybe your leg doesn't come up like that. You can use a band to help practice, or you can just say, another day. That's great. Another challenge for another time. We all need those in our lives. One more breath here. Pull in a little bit closer, and then release. We're gonna start propping ourselves up, reaching that leg back around behind us once again, and opposite leg comes forward. We're gonna start with that nice long hip flexor stretch. I'm gonna change this direction. You can stay whatever direction you'd like. So first in that hip flexor, dipping down, keeping your hips square, your chest open. And then you're gonna connect your left elbow with your left knee and rotate that back foot out to the side. Reach up over your head, opening up your chest and leaning further into this stretch. Take a deep breath in and out. Check that your chest is nice and open, really squared off, that you're not collapsing in on yourself, but you're pulling energy up. And then rotate that arm forward in front of you. Reaching forward, squaring those those arms, those shoulders. And then finally bringing our hands down to either side, rotating that foot back forward, and then dropping that knee onto the ground. Start rolling back, letting those forward toes roll up off the ground. Your back hip is over your back knee. You have the option here to move into your own version of a split stretch. Pulling your leg forward and straight in front of you. Taking that long stretch in the back of your leg. Prioritize keeping that leg straight, that forward leg straight, and your hips squared. You're going to start walking back in towards your leg if you opted to try out that hip flexor stretch. Spend a moment in this hamstring stretch. Letting your breath guide yourself a little bit lower, closer to that leg with each breath. And rotate forward so that your foot comes back in contact with the ground. Start rotating that foot closer and closer to your right hand. So left foot comes to right hand or vice versa, and drop down that leg into a pigeon pose. So first you're gonna stay here nice and tall, and then you have multiple options. You can come down onto your forearms, or you can sprawl all the way out on the floor in front of you. Take some deep breaths here. It's so intense, but so good. Try to release what you're holding on to. Sometimes when a stretch is intense, we can hold on to tension in other parts of our body. So maybe give yourself a quick little body scan. Feel out your face for a moment. Are you holding tension in your jaw, in your lips, in your tongue? Try to go ahead and release that. Take a big breath in. Maybe give that part of your body a little bit of a wiggle and then let it go. Maybe you're holding tension in your arms, in your shoulders or back, or maybe even in your quad or hips. Same thing. Try giving it a little bit of movement, releasing that tension. Take a deep breath in and out. Another big breath here. And start walking those hands back up. We're gonna fold our back leg in, reach around, pull that closer to your center line of your body. Go ahead and keep that chest nice and open. And again, if you can't grab this leg, that's totally fine. You can stay down on the ground. That's great. Wherever you're at today is a perfect place to be. If you want to continue to reach farther, keep stretching and try practicing with something like a band or rope. Breathe in and out one more time, pulling that leg just a little bit closer, and then release, dropping that leg back behind you. We're going to bring our feet forward in front of us, bring them a little bit closer to the center of your body. Drop those elbows down to either side and start gently pressing those knees down toward the ground. Nothing really intense, just like a gentle press. You don't want to force your body really to do anything it's not ready for, but just some gentle encouragement in the right direction. And start folding forward over those legs. Maybe give your body a little bit of a rotation. So first try arching your back, and then try straightening your back and leaning forward over those legs. And then maybe try reversing it, arching your back again, forehead down towards your feet. And reverse, pressing your hips down, straightening out that back. Come back to center. We're going to come up onto our knees. And we're going to go onto our toes, resting down on our toes and pulling our arms forward in front of us so that our fingers are facing back. And start walking those hands forward. So you won't be fully resting on your toes at this point. Our toes are getting a little bit comfortable, but we'll sit back on them in a moment. Still hold here, pulling those arms forward in front of you. Try reaching a little bit farther forward. Walking little by little. Our wrists can get so tight during the day. Take a deep breath here. Stay with it as long as you can. If you need a little bit of relief, go ahead and drop out of it and come back in when you can. And one more big breath here. And start walking those wrists back in toward our legs. We're going to sit back down on our toes, all the way on your toes this time. Sitting down, and you're going to take your right arm. You're going to reach it around the back of your head. You're not going to flip it over just simply to one side. You're going to twist your arm so you're looking down toward your armpit. And you're going to pull that head down toward the side. So here you're getting a stretch in your neck, really focusing on just one side of your neck. Maybe take that arm, that opposite arm, and reach it all the way around your stomach behind you, twisting it to the side as you continue to deepen this stretch. One more breath here. And release. We're going to pull forward. We're going to tuck those toes out from underneath us. Sit back down. Reach around. Grab that back knob of your skull. Look over towards your armpit. Pull yourself down. Take that free hand. Reach it around your back, the small of your back. Your hands reached around the side. And pull that head down. Breathe. One more breath here. and release. Go ahead and give yourself a couple shoulder rolls back. We're gonna come up onto our knees, bring our right leg forward. From here, you're gonna press your glutes forward, reach your arms up overhead, and pull over to the side, still stretching that glute forward. Try giving yourself just a little bit of a twist. And one more breath here. And release, pull it up. Let those arms come down. Switch to the other side. Knee comes forward, nice and gently on your back knee. Lift those arms up overhead. Push your glutes forward and then reach toward the side. Go ahead and give yourself a little bit of a rotation toward the left. Breathe. Pull all the way back up. Let those arms come down. Knee comes down. You're going to find yourself rolling back onto your back. And then pulling your right leg in toward your body. Pull it in toward the center of your, up toward your shoulders. Then grab that knee and first pull it toward the outside of your body. Reach your opposite arm away from you. Opening up that leg, opening up those hips. Pull that leg back up. And go ahead and wrap your left arm around your right knee. Pull it over to the side, opening up your arm in the opposite direction. Pull a little more. And release, pull back to center. Let that leg come out in front of you. Pull your left leg now up towards your body. And start pulling it out to the left-hand side while you reach in the opposite direction. Opening up those legs, opening up those hips. Still reaching that knee up closer toward the top of your body. One more breath here. As you release that air, pull that leg now all the way into your center and then across center, hugging it with your right arm as your left arm reaches out to the side. Deep breath. And one more breath here, pulling a little bit farther. Come back to center. Exhale and release that leg back forward in front of you. Go ahead and take your arms down to the sides. This is where we're going to end today. Take some deep breaths in and out here. And do a quick body scan with me, just releasing any tension you're still holding on to. Starting with your head. Pay attention even to where your skull meets the floor. What parts of your head touch the ground and what parts don't. Feel if you still have tension in your forehead, jaw, tongue, lips. Release it. Start working down your shoulders, your back, your arms, your lower back, glutes, down those legs. Feel where your body touches the floor. And as you inhale and exhale, feel where you still have any tension in your muscles and try to release it. Just going to do one more breath here. Releasing all that you have. Thank you so much for coming out to class today. It's always wonderful to get to work out with you and to get to stretch with you. I hope this was really relaxing and a great time for your body. I will see you soon. Have a fantastic weekend. Bye.